Shout out to everybody, thank you for tuning in to the Packy Ganja Show. Now let's begin. Candy dabs all around from the left to the right. Super Audio's the network, spark up the live.
Both an audio and eyesight, Packing Ganja Show take flight. So fire up the episode, that be so tight. Just finished hump day, use the blunt and a J. Pack a bow and a bong, take a dab, we get halfway.
Go.
Oh,
It's the Packy Ganja Show, let's go.
oh,
It's the Packy Ganja Show, let's go.
Oh.
It's the Packy Ganja Show, let's go.
Oh.
It's the Packy Ganja Show, let's go.
In sync that time.
Ever since I mean it's been a long time, man. I got good at that shit. I don't lose my breath anymore.
I know, huh?
You know why? Because eating pussy helps.
Hey, whatever
helps
you got,
your breath. Because you're right there munching on it. You're like
I thought you were gonna say because you switched from blunts to joints.
Gotta hold your breath a little.
No, because when you're eating pussy, bro, like your nostrils are covered by the clit and shit, and or on top of the clit, and you can't breathe, so you have to learn to hold it. And so that's how I got good at this shit. Eating pussy.
Hey, there you go. Whatever works for you. What's good, y'all? It's that time again. Wednesday night.
What time is that for?
Packing Ganja Show. We got this nasty motherfucker, Packy Chan.
We also got shirts, motherfuckers.
Yeah, who also rocking our brand new shirts that we got on deck. Holla at us. I'm your boy Peppergan, a.k.a. Pepper Ganja.
Shout out to Jimmy for the design.
We got our man Rock Phenom on the ones and twos. And we got Dre Day all day, our captain in the ship.
I just like to call him Rock Hard.
But tonight, I told you we're going to have a really special, legendary guest.
Woo! Tell him who it is.
We have on the line right now. We got Fruquan the Gatekeeper from Stetsasonic and Grave Diggers.
What?
Yeah.
What's good, Fruquan? Yo, hello?
I can rock along with y'all.
Oh, yeah. What's good, man?
What's up, yo?
Oh, man, this is an honor having you on the line, man. I grew up on so much of you guys' music, all of us here. So, you know what I mean? But
Thank you for blessing us with this interview.
Yes.
Appreciate that very much.
Yo, man, all I gotta say is thank you for keeping hip hop alive, bro.
Oh, all day, man, all day. Like I said,
day,
man, like I love sharing stories like this, and you know what I mean. It's an honor getting, just to chill out here, have a smoke sesh, and be on the line with you right now, man. So then get some all classic stories we about to get into now.
Shit, man, I'm missing out, man. I need some of that motherfucking blunt session and shit.
Oh, man, when you come out to Cali, bro, like we got you.
Have you ever dabbed? Have you ever done wax?
I never even heard of that shit, yo.
Whoa,
y'all more advanced than I am. You gotta remember, I'm old school.
Yeah, I mean that would be me too, but because I'm on a show with Packy Chan here, he forced. I mean, yeah, he gets me into all this stuff.
I forced him.
Yeah. And we were
Packy
roommates
Chan
for
gonna get your ass
for like 2 years. So.
Well, wax is a bit. It's like hash, but like times 100.
I'm gonna tell you, when I was out in Europe, man, about a year ago, man, in Amsterdam, man, yo, that wax shit y'all talking about,
Yeah.
yo, that shit is all over the place, man.
Whoa.
I ain't never indulged with it, I'm like a green man. I
Yeah.
like THC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
Other
think.
than that, I've seen it, I smelt it, but I ain't never indulged with it.
Yeah. The wax is basically just pure THC, if I'm correct, right? Yeah. It's just like the wax of. It's basically when
It's like
you take
hash.
the green down to the end of its wax.
Okay,
It's a concentrate.
Okay.
It's like
Right,
hash,
right,
but
right.
way stronger than hash.
Yeah.
Right.
So
right,
it's just
right.
like you know what I mean. So it's really crazy, and we've had guests like almost Fate. We've had one guest. He said he had an out of body experience on the show. Like,
We fucked some people.
yeah, hey, even got me right before a show. Before we could start, I had to go outside and walk around for a while because I was so dabbed out. I was like, all right, man, I got to get into this, man. Like, stop out of it.
One of our guests said that he was so high that our DJ to him looked like Buddha.
Yeah.
Yo, man. You got that? Y'all motherfuckers over there floating.
Yeah.
You already word out, yo. I don't know if I can curse, but excuse the language, man.
No,
Yeah.
there's no censorship in this show.
Yeah. Y'all,
got
we can
lawyers.
cuss all we want, and you know what I mean.
We got lawyers with
That's what's up,
disclaimers.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead and make allegations.
What up, Tuss baby? Tuss baby.
Shout out to Tusk on right now. But yeah, like I
Word
said,
out, but definitely.
we definitely want to go back with you. So you started
Yeah.
originally in Stetsasonic, right?
Yeah, actually, the original hip hop band. Word up, Stetsasonic.
That's right, because I remember.
Yeah, man. But you gotta remember that going way back to 81, 82.
Oh, that 81's when I was born, man. But that's what's
Yo,
up.
man, it's like it's still it's a blessing to still make it this far, man. Still live to see these days and times, man. Because,
definitely.
A lot of my brothers back in the days, they ain't get this far, man. In the hip hop joints back in the days, the old school artists, man. But yeah, I mean, it's all about staying healthy.
Yeah,
You know what
definitely.
I'm saying? Mind, body, and soul, man. So I just try to keep up with it, man. But
Nice.
yes, that's Sonic, the original hip hop band. That's like the beginning of my career in this industry, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how did you guys start out with that?
I mean, Stetsasonic was like back in New York and Brooklyn and shit. You know what I'm saying? Daddyo Delight. Basically, Daddyo and Delight. It's like I lived, in Brooklyn. We lived in different areas, so I was growing up in Canarsie, and like Daddyo and Delight was in Brownsville, so they was neighbors. We was neighbors.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Out in Brooklyn. So, Daddyo and Delight, basically, they was a group by themselves, but they was, they represented Stetson hats and all this kind of stuff, trying to be fashionable and stuff back in the days, looking like the pimps. You know what I mean? Back in the day with the feathers and the hats and all that shit, the suede hats and the velvet hats and brims and all this kind of stuff. So, basically it's like I was doing my thing, whereas next thing you know, they heard about me and my skills and shit. So I kind of went out to Brownsville, went to Daddyo's crib. The light was there, but then again, this was the making of the hip hop band, because Prince Paul was down with it. Basically, as the DJ, Wise, the human beatbox. We had DBC, the keyboard player. We had Bobby Simmons, the drummer. So basically, back in the days, it's like we was out there doing talent shows along with the Fat Boy, Dougie Fresh, and all this kind of stuff, man. That's how Stetsasonic got on with Tommy Boy Records. Even though we didn't win the talent shows, but we got notoriety.
Yeah, you still got to
saying?
definitely rep with a lot of greats right there. Like I said, Dougie Fresh, and you know what I mean, and all these people.
Oh yeah, the Fat Boys.
I mean,
even though
was
the Fat
huge.
Boys won, the Fat Boys won because they had the gimmick. They were big.
Okay, being the big guys.
Fat boys.
Rest in peace to my brothers Marky D and all them, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was the beginning. So it's like, and that's how Stetson Sonic got connected with Tommy Boy Records, Tom Silverman, and all that kind of stuff. Rush Management. We was connected with the LL Cool J's, the Run DMCs, the Houdinis. We was doing tours with them and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that was the golden age of hip hop, man.
Yeah.
It was fun back then.
Yeah, it was definitely.
You know what I mean?
That's when you start seeing hip hop really come up and becoming a genre, I believe. Is like kind of where before it was originally this underground movement. It was a party that formed into this underground movement. What's going on? And then that's when I think it just became a genre. And that's when I was a young kid. And like I said, my older brother, he put me on to a lot because that's when he was in high school. He graduated in '88. And he would put me on. I mean, even though he was mostly a lot into like metal and things like that, I do remember listening to a lot of stuff like Beastie Boys and Run DMC.
Oh yeah.
I took a couple of his tapes, in fact. You know what I mean? So like, But so it's like amazing. Stetson Sonic, you guys were out there with them like at that same era, and how you were.
Oh yeah. I mean, not to mention, the artists collaborating on the self-destruction movement, Stop the Violent movement.
I remember that
kind of stuff. So it was good. It was basically back then it was a form of edutainment. But the educational part of hip hop has been erased from history now, and it's just about partying.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So, it ain't stopped me from doing that because, I got into it more, when we introduced grave diggers to the world.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing to stop that. And plus with Stetson Sonic, I was on the first two albums. I left the group after the third album.
Yeah, well, I noticed that. What happened there?
Differences.
Oh, okay.
Artistic differences. Basically, what it is. It's like, what I say in the music industry is always a before and after. When cats get together, we did the group and we blood brothers and ain't nothing bigger than the band or ain't nothing bigger than the group type shit, in the beginning. But then when third parties start coming in and start peeling individuals off who they favor more, it causes an individual to not give that kind of attention to the group no more because now you got this self-indulgence of, becoming a savage in the pursuit of happiness now because money's all thrown in your face and, all this kind of stuff and third parties is gassing you up to tell you to leave the group. So, basically it was a situation where, I went to school for fashion in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So I was designing and making clothes, so it's like the first two outfits. I mean, the first album, second album, I designed the outfits. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
So it was like, not to mention, I was the first artist to rock gold and white Adidas before Run DMC or before Adidas even came out with gold and white Adidas because you could see that in the Talking All That Jazz video. If you see Stetson Sonic back then,
I remember that.
You see the, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm the first one to start rocking this kind of stuff. So it's like I was basically, just doing some things that was unbelievable in hip hop. As far as the fashion side of it. So it's like when it came down to the third album, it's like we was affiliated with Rush Management, but it's like somewhere along the line somebody convinced, one of the guys, Daddyo Delight, that y'all guys need a new look. So it's like all of a sudden I come in, to Rush Management. We had a meeting with Leo Cohen and all this kind of stuff, and next thing you know, I see some calypso clothes, some Jamaican calypso clothes come out of a bag.
Wow.
Some multicolored shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what this got to do with hip hop? I'm not wearing this shit.
Was that the
I
info
make my
gear
own
one?
clothes. I make my own shit. And then it was an argument. Nah, you gotta wear this. You gotta wear this. And it's like I find myself fighting by myself. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the guys' wives were supposed to be my men. We grew up in Brooklyn. We always hung out together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, it's like at the end of the day, I was like, yo, I refuse to wear this shit, man. This ain't got nothing to do with hip hop, and I'm not selling out.
Yeah.
You know, because it was like, this is something new. It's something that's growing. It's being popular, and it's catching the attention of the music industry. So why should I switch up on something? I mean, if Run DMC could rock black leather outfits and wear some Adidas, why the hell these guys ain't changing their look? Why we got to change our look?
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was like, yo, you know what? I ain't down with this. So, you know, Daddyo gave me an ultimatum. He said, you know what? Either wear this shit or you could lead the group. You could lead the band. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out. You know what I mean? So it's like when third parties start coming in and start changing the dynamics of your image and all kinds of shit when we was doing pretty good the way we was.
Yeah.
You know, we a hip hop band. We not the Temptations and shit.
Yeah.
Even though it was like 6, 7 of us and shit, you know what I mean? Yo, it's 3 MCs and a whole musical dynamic of other shit. Beatbox, keyboard players, drum machines, and a DJ. So I'm like, you know, I kind of left the third album. I ain't want nothing to do with it. And then again, you know, from what I've seen, you know, not to mention that in the first 2 albums, I had the most distinctive voice out of the rest of the crew. I mean,
I do remember that, yeah.
Out of the rest of the MCs, you know, because it's like I didn't ask for it. It was just my flow, my style was just catching attention. You know what I mean? So it was different. You know what I mean? So it was like, you know, I was like, yo, you know what? Fuck it. I started working on my own stuff, my own solo albums, my own music. And then next thing you know, the third album, which was Blood, Sweat, and Tears, it kind of flopped. You know, so next thing you know, I find out Prince Paul had left the group. So me and Prince Paul was kind of kicking it, and you know, we was like, yo, let's do something different. You know what I mean? Now this is the beginning of Grave Diggers coming in.
Yeah,
so
I was about to say.
I left Stetsasonic back in 1990, and then we started Grave Diggers, the project for Grave Diggers in '91 and '92. Me and Prince Paul, and what happened was that Prince Paul gave me the call because he knew he wanted to get some dope MCs. So I was, being that we was in Stet together, you know, I was the most influential artist, MC in Stetsasonic. So, you know, Prince Paul was like, yo, we're going to do this something different. So what happened was that Prince Rakeem, a.k.a. RZA, he was on Tommy Boy Records as a solo artist.
I remember, yeah.
Okay.
With,
now, next thing, Poetic, he was on Tommy Boy Records as a solo artist. So we just kind of kept it in the family of artists that was affiliated with Tommy Boy. So next thing you know, we started working on this Grave Digger stuff. We was trying to create and invent a name, you know, being that we was already veterans in the game, veteran artists. We didn't want to come out sounding like somebody else, you know what I mean? And so it was just something different. So we was like, yo, Grave Diggers, you know, we was like, yo, that's the ultimate shit, because okay, now we talking about how we gonna bring out the vision for Grave Diggers. I mean, is it really gonna be some death, evil, blood shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we kind of incorporated the hood, the way we grew up, how we was living, poverty, the slums, the hood. You know, so
it was like, it was literally like a horror movie in the hood, basically.
Right.
In a way, it was just like.
Exactly. So, you know, next thing you know, 92, after we started putting together a couple of sample songs for Grave Diggers so that the MCs could be in tune with each other. You know what I'm saying? Whereas we A alike, B alike, and C alike.
Yeah.
In order to establish the pure vision of Grave Diggers. You know, and everything worked out right. You know, with the MCs, Prince Paul. You know, next thing you know, we started shopping it, and next thing you know, G Street Records
Yeah.
And, we wind up having a meeting with them. Next thing you know, 6 Feet Deep drops, which was supposed to be Nigga Mortis, but it was accepted in Europe as Nigga Mortis. But out here, we had to change it to 6 Feet Deep.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't know that till later. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And also, you got to remember, a lot of people think that Wu-Tang came out before Gravediggers, but Gravediggers predate Wu-Tang.
Really?
Yeah. That's how RZA got his name, while he was associated, and it was a pet project that he was working on while he was doing Gravediggers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is how he became the RZA, and he's the RZA as far as being part of the Wu-Tang.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, a lot of people don't know the history of Gravediggers, and, even though we're affiliated with Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang blew up. So that was his pet project,
Yeah.
But then again, we were still family.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, 6 Feet Deep drops, and it just exploded in within the industry. Especially, we did a video, Constant Elevation, Nightmare A Minor. Diary of a Madman.
Diary of a Madman. I remember. That's where I first discovered you guys on. Was that video? I remember. I think it was.
Yeah. We had Wu affiliates, Shabazz the Disciple,
Killer Priest.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that they thought that they was members of Gravediggers, but no, they was featured artists because they was part of the family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everything just worked out. But then again, like I said, in the beginning, in hip-hop, I always say there's the beginning and end. Next thing you know, Gravediggers blow up, Wu-Tang blows up. It's a whole different fucking story. I could write a book on my life in the music industry.
But
and
You should, though. You should.
And
I've been asked to do it, but it was like, it's not time because I'm still effective in the industry. I'm still releasing music.
Yeah. And you know what the crazy thing is? Gravediggers really did come out right after 36 Chambers, if I'm not corrected. I think. Like it was really out about the same time frame.
Because Bobby Digital kind of shot the video for 36 Chambers and back in the days with the underground videos, Yo MTV Rap, all them joints back in the days. Ralph McDaniels and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it did kind of blow up. It blew up, So that was a good thing, But then again, once individuals start thinking that they done blew up, then it's all about them, So they forget the rest of the family. It's just crazy what happens when cats who go into the music industry as a group eventually never finish their career as a group. It's always something that's going on to break up the group.
a lot
like
of them,
inevitable. It's like inevitable, yo.
There's very few groups that have been able to pull that off. Really, maybe De La Soul.
I mean,
that's probably the only one I could think of.
Yo, man, and then again, Prince Paul, that's my brother, man. I can't never say nothing bad about Prince Paul because that's my family, man.
Uh-huh.
Rest in peace, Grim Reap. He passed away from cancer back in 2001, man. So, it's like trying to be righteous, trying to just hold down the cause in regards to being a hip hop artist and just staying focused, as an artist without other people trying to come in and mess it up for you gonna try to tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do,
That's
and
right. That's right.
they want to input their images and their visions in yours and to supersede yours when yours was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's crazy, man. You know, but yeah, you know, shit happens and all this shit happens, and you know, it's like Bobby Digital. That's my brother, but then again, you know, you got people who just sell out, and they sell out for the gold.
Yeah.
And
I
know,
did notice
like,
he wasn't on the third album anymore.
He wasn't on the third album
it was
because
just you and Too Poetic.
Because you got to remember, he worked out a solo deal, being that Wu-Tang